that's okay. Hold on, Bobo Taco, and hold on, Man Down. Prime example, revenue. You said we're now revenue, Man Down, and Bobo Taco. He's from Jamaican heritage. I don't know how long you been over here, revenue.
98.
Since 1998, and he says we're begging for white people's approval. So this is one thing we have to go through, as far as the black immigrants come, you know what I mean? They tell us this is not our country, this is the white man's country. We want to hopefully find a way to coexist with white America as well, like we have been doing for hundreds of years. Like I said, we fought side by side in the Revolutionary War, the Civil War, etc. Yes, and then we will go back to fighting each other. But this has been our land. We have shared for centuries, and we have to deal with white immigrants, what you say, white adjacent immigrants. This is what the black America have to deal with. We have to deal with the melanated immigrants too, so I just wanted to let y'all know what we're going through, the black Americans, you know what I mean? While we still have to show pride and fight for the country that we love, because this is our homeland. We don't have a Jamaica or Africa continent or nowhere else to go to. This is what we have. So we want to keep it where we can all live, and our kids can live and thrive like we have been doing here for centuries. Now go ahead, share your thoughts, Revenue. You said we're trying to kiss up to the white people. Can you explain why you feel that way? Because we want to have a conversation with white people.
Yeah, I just feel like FBA talk very disrespectful to black immigrants. But now it seems like when white people are on the panel, they have their R&B voice on, they have their soft voice on. Black
Have I ever
immigrants.
disrespected you on this
No, no, no,
panel?
no. I'm not talking about you. I'm not
But you
talking
in
about
my
you.
comments saying, because I am a black American, so you in my comments saying though that we want white people approval.
I'm talking about the other participant
I,
on the
I I know you
panel.
ain't talking
I'm
about me
not getting
because
the impression that
I,
anybody
I,
on
I
this
just
panel
Hold
think
has my
on.
approval.
I just
I'm
think
just being
black
honest.
immigrants never enslaved black.
hold on. I know you ain't talking about me because Bobo just said the same shit y'all be crying about. The black don't let me speak. The black don't let me speak. Like, come on, I don't
I
want to
did
hear
not
that
hear you say
shit.
that.
I ain't gonna let y'all lie.
Can I
Okay,
at
now
least land my
hold
plane?
on. One mic. Yes, go ahead and land your plane because I
I
want to hear
just
what Bobo got to say.
I
Go
just
ahead,
feel
because it's not fair to the black American. We got to fight all these people in the country that we helped build. It's
right.
just not fair, and we getting sick of it.
I just feel like black immigrants never enslaved black Americans.
But you
Black
sold
immigrants.
them. But you sold them. You helped sell them, though, didn't
I'm
you?
from Jamaica. I never saw.
So
I
when,
didn't.
well, you said black immigrants. You didn't say Jamaican.
Right, but I'm
Uh-uh.
just
Y'all
speaking in
y'all
general.
sold y'all
Hold
sold
on.
out people.
Can
Y'all
I
sold
can I at
out
least can
people.
I at least land my plane?
Go ahead,
Black
Revenue.
immigrants didn't put black Americans through Jim Crow, segregation, redlining, gerrymandering, voting laws. We never put black Americans through none of that. So I find it very interesting now that white people are on the panel, they're now handling white people with kitty gloves. This man literally just got up here and said no to reparations. Every black country in the world said yes to reparations. Every white country in Europe, in America, Israel, and Argentina said no to reparation. But yet FBA had the most gripe and the most
But you said this the white man country, so what's your problem with us? You said we ain't did nothing. Y'all say we
it,
ain't
it
did nothing.
it is the
Y'all don't
white
gotta
man.
listen to us. This
What
the white man country, so why
what
shouldn't we be nice to him?
wait, hold on. The white man gave black Americans Liberia. He said, listen, I'm gonna give you your own country, which is Liberia. They didn't take that offer. They chose to stay in America and
Why should
and
we
I
leave our country so y'all can come?
Well, if you're gonna complain about white supremacy and complain about immigration, you had your own country where you could have built it up for your own people instead of building up America for white people. That's my point. Uh, Black immigrants are the least of your worries. I don't understand. People come up here, they call black people monkeys, savages, uncivilized. If honestly, if I close my eyes and I listen to
Toughen up, baby.
some of these FBA talk, I would think they're white supremacists. I just don't understand that now. people are not being they're not,
Why we
they
just
don't
can't
have the
be
same
Americans?
fire.
But
Huh?
why we got to be white supremacists? Why we just can't love our country and want the best for it? Anytime a black American speaks against immigration or anything that we feel is hurting our country, we got to be trying to
What
be white adjacent. We just
what
American.
well, white people don't have a
Can
problem
I?
with white South Africans coming to this country. They give them farming land. They give them every.
Man down
No,
said
no,
he
no.
don't
The
want
white Amer-
immigration at all.
yeah,
Well,
the
they
real
love
white
white South
Americans
Africans.
don't want
They
that
don't
though.
have no problem with white immigrants. Their
No,
problem is
no.
with
Hold on,
black
revenue.
immigrants,
Hold on, revenue.
and it seemed
Don't
like
lie
as
like
being on the
that.
same side
Real
as
white
white
Americans don't
supremacists.
want no immigrants here, just like
That's a
we
lie,
don't.
sir.
No,
They
real
love
wasp. Hold on,
Ukrainians.
hold on, hold
They
on, hold
Okay,
on.
love
We gotta
they
go
hold
to
on,
love
this.
South.
Revenue. We want to hear from Bobo and Man Down. You can stay up here because you know what? I brought Revenue up here, Man Down and Bobo, so y'all can get a better look, and maybe y'all can go tell y'all friends with the black community, the ones that don't support immigration, and see what's happening here in with this country. So y'all can just so y'all can get a look at what the black American is going through, and quite frankly, you know, maybe y'all will say something. I don't know. Go
This
ahead,
is why we're
Bobo.
I'm really
delineating.
curious. Like Queen Khalifa just said I was property of the state. Well, what the fuck does that mean? What do you mean I'm property of the state? I don't
I
even
don't
know what
know.
that
I don't know
means.
what that means either. I don't know who said it.
I,
But can
Don't
you
worry.
it's in
respond
your
to what you
chat.
just? Okay, don't look at the chat. My chat is something else. I love them. But
From
if you
different
I
can,
mean,
diverse
they haven't been the
backgrounds.
yes,
nicest.
right. It's all kind of people in the chat. It's black Americans, black immigrants, Hispanics, everything you can think of is in that chat. Okay, so do y'all want
And
to?
please tell y'all
I'm,
chat to come to Love's World.
Yeah, y'all come on back. Okay, so Bobo, did you, other than with the chat saying, did you have anything to respond to what Revenue said?
I, I'm not really sure why. So we're so focused on the past, right? Like everybody's talking so much about the past. At what point do we move forward and progress? When do we do that? When do we say, all right, we're done with the
When
past?
rights
Done
are
with,
wronged, when rights have been wronged, okay, that's
Can
all. It
well,
can
hold
be
on. But now I'm
centuries.
going to ask you, how hasn't it been? Let me ask you, based on some of the things I've heard on this panel, how do I have me as a YT lady, as a YT, and I take that offensively. I'm sorry. I don't like that. Me, how do I have more privilege than people on
Hey
this panel?
Rev, I'm gonna rotate
I'm
you down so
asking.
I can bring some new people up.
You don't.
Thank
Okay,
That's. I
cool,
you.
mean,
cool.
All right,
I can.
legal.
thank you.
Hold
Thank you,
on, go
lady.
real,
Yep.
cause
Hold on,
cause
but
Wait,
that's
go Rev,
imaginary
hold on.
privilege.
hold on. You're correct. I think it is imaginary because I still hadn't found my privilege, literally.
You said the black you won't go Rev to stay up here for a minute?
No, no, he
Just
can let him.
based
But
on
Okay.
what I've
I was
seen
just letting him
and what I've
let Bobo
heard,
talk, cause I want to hear about this
Come
privilege
down.
that she.
Come down,
I
sis.
also do.
Okay.
I just based on some of the things that I've seen in the chat and some of the things I've heard on the panel,
Don't worry
you
about the
guys,
chat. Please don't, Bobo.
well, but they're your people, and I care about what they
Oh,
say.
hold
Oh,
on.
I
Hold
don't
on, but
know
hold on.
all of them. I got my
We
supporters, but
yeah, we
people, I
just
don't
said
know
it's
But
a
I
all of
see.
diverse
them.
chat.
But hold
We
on,
have
it
people that
is,
don't like us. We have people that like us in the chat.
and I'm
Like
okay.
you
And I'm
have
okay with
different
that.
black Americans from different ideologies and black backgrounds. You got Africans in the chat.
You're
You got
100%.
tethers like Revenue that's in
I've
the
been on
chat.
lives
So
before. You are correct. I get
Okay,
it.
but what
I
did you
do.
have to say? You saying about the
I,
past? Go ahead, Bobo. I'm gonna give you some
but my,
time.
my concern is, and my question, again, my same question. How do I have, based on the things I've seen in chat and on the panel, heard on your panel, how do I have it better as a YT lady? How do I have a better opportunity than Black people in this country? And I'm saying that based on things I've heard on your panel and things I've seen in your chat. I'm asking a genuine question.
Okay,
Bobo,
so
are
get
you
ready for the
serious?
answer, Bobo. Somebody, helicopter, can you tell her the
Yes,
answer
please, helicopter.
respectfully? Go ahead.
Give me a second. Give me about 30 seconds.
Okay, can somebody answer that? Boat, are you a black
Yeah,
American?
I
I
can
love
answer that.
research, and I'm
Native
assuming that's what
son?
you're doing, helicopter.
Wait a minute. Go ahead, native son.
Yeah, so I mean I did come up I'm a black American, I'm for delineation. But I mean if we're gonna talk about racial tensions or racial discord with here in America, someone being a poor white tea person isn't indicative of whether or not there are still systematic biases because the statistics are the statistics. If we look at women specifically, black American women are 5 times more likely to unalive during childbirth. That's from medical apartheid. If we talk about your situation and the fact that you may be a poor white tea person, that's not because of systematic barriers that may have been in place in the 60s or 70s, or that's not a result of redlining because you weren't allowed to move into certain neighborhoods. You weren't then told because you were a white tea, your mom couldn't buy this house. Or if you had a person who served in World War II, depending on when you came to this country, you may have received a GI Bill. The reality is,
You're saying
someone,
that
hold on,
because I
give
didn't
me
have
10 seconds, give me 10 seconds. The reality is, you being a poor white tea person doesn't mean that we're in the same bucket. That just means you weren't able to take advantage of things that were put in place for you to succeed. We're not the same because you're poor. And what makes me mad is when
you kidding me?
poor white tea people equate poorness with blackness and the fact that we're in the same category because you're
Didn't do
lazy.
no such a thing, sir.
You did.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
you're
right.
you're in a bad position because you lack motivation and your family did, not because you're white.
No.
All right,
I'm not.
I'm ready to address it now.
I
Okay,
have
go
some
ahead.
other.
Okay, go
Please.
ahead, man down. I mean, go no, let helicopter and then hold on, Bobo. Maybe he can give you a better understanding.
So
Y'all,
let me. I want to ask her real quick, just to clarify what it is that she said that she needs an understanding on.
I think it was how it's her skin color, her privilege. Is that right, basically, Bobo?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay, I can easily break that down. Um, you can just look at how some people react to white people as privilege in itself. I'll give you an example. There's a guy right next to me, Revenue. Revenue swears up and down that this is a white tea country. He swears up and down that black people have to beg white people for everything that we have. Everything we got came from white tea people. Everything is in his mind is white tea people. That in and of itself is white privilege because he literally has no reason, no proof, no evidence to say something like that, right? And then even further, it's certain situations that we see on a day-to-day basis to where your privilege stands out. And when I'm not talking about economics, right? Just the other day, I watched a video of a white dude beating up the police officer. Dude had a hammer swinging it at the police officer. Not one time did that police officer grab his pew-pew. It took him 3 or 4 times to get smacked with that hammer before he even grabbed his taser. You see what I'm saying? So in certain situations, I've been to court recently with my daughter. Everybody in the court that had the same charge as her, the white T ones got a $150 fine. The ones that look like my daughter, $300 fine. You feel what I'm saying? So even in the judicial system and the legal system, and like I said, even on this panel, socially,
Medical apartheid, black
medical
women.
apartheid. I mean, it's so many different things we could talk about where your privilege exists and you just don't know that it exists, right? And so, like I said, even socially, with guys on this panel that worship whiteness and think that everything that they have, everything we have came from whiteness, that in and of itself is the privilege that you probably don't see.
No, I see it. I was a paralegal for 22 years on
Unalized by police
municipal
officers.
discrimination
Yeah,
litigation.
you next, man down after Bobo. Go ahead,
I've seen
Bobo.
it. I've been in it. I've been in the litigation part of it. I can tell you that what you guys see on social media is such a small majority. It literally is. We're all chronically online because listen, we're all on a live right now. What the fuck else are we doing on a Monday night at 10:34 my time? You can say whatever you want to, but we're all here and we're all online and we're all on TikTok. And I have to
But
tell
you
you, I
kind of
have
see
to,
how
no,
you
no, no,
practice
don't
your
interrupt, don't
whiteness.
interrupt,
Wait a
don't
minute, the black
interrupt.
let
I
her
didn't
land.
let you,
Go ahead, go
I
ahead.
didn't cut you off.
Okay, go ahead, Bobo. Go on and finish, so we can
We're
get
all
to
here.
Go,
We're all
go ahead.
here. And we're all chronically online because we're here at my time, 10:30, whether 8:30, 9:30, or 7:30 your time. We're still here on TikTok. It is such a small majority of what we see. Listen, when I go out to the grocery store, what I see online here with you guys and what I talk with you about whatever is not what I talk about with people in real life. And if you want to tell me those adorable, wonderful people that I talk to, no matter what their skin color is, it's just looking at me and lying because whatever reason, I'm going to tell you no. What we see online is such a small majority, and I just want everybody to remember that. That's all I have to say, host.
Okay, thank you. Let me say this. I think Our realities, the black reality is just different than other people's realities. Not saying that y'all just don't see or understand. I just think our realities is totally different. The black, you wanted to add something, then we gonna go the man down. Then Revenue wanted to respond to helicopter. Go ahead.
Yeah, she literally just played in our face and used her whiteness to play the dumb dirty blonde and act like she didn't know the what we go through and her white privilege,
You
and then
know,
just
I don't call you
explain
any
her
names,
white
sir.
privilege a little bit and how she see it. Especially you working in the legal field, like we're not dumb. We play dumb, but we're not dumb, and that's why we continue to say me. That's why I'm big on delineating YT people.
Okay, go ahead, man down.
Just say I can go.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sorry. A few things. One, in total, we're not privileged for sure by being getting unalived by police. In total, it's white individuals by far. Per capita, it might be okay, but in total, it's not much privilege in that category. What I wanted to say about now, I'm not going to sit here and say I know the plight of a BLK person because I can agree. I'm sure there's some profiling out there without a doubt. But I also, see, to me, two things can be right at the same time. Also, we earn stereotypes. Okay. Also, you have to take some accountability for the way your own people act sometimes. That also adds to that. So I think both things are right. Do I know what it's like to walk in a BLK man's shoes? No, for sure. And he don't know what it's like to walk in mine. But also some things are just logically correct. I can take an educated guess and know why certain things happen. Just like, and I'll land my plane. Just like with women, as far as oh, I lost my train of thought. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Well, why you thinking
Oh, that
about?
shit
Hold
some
Yeah.
on,
bullshit.
Hey, can
hold
I
on, the
respond?
black. Wait a minute. Yes, hold on.
Hold on.
So
Why in the world would somebody take accountability for something somebody else did?
hold on, Bobo. That's
Legit
like,
question.
hold on, Bobo. Listen, man down though. Um, go ahead. I lost my train of thought too.
On the cool,
What?
and what Bobo said earlier that why people care about the past, and I think it's the disconnect because y'all are not really white American. Is why y'all be on this. Why care about the past? I don't have nothing to do with it. Of course you don't have nothing to do with it. You're a DEI hire. That's
Excuse
what they
me,
brought y'all to be over here to be. Uh, uh,
sir.
they can
Okay.
they. It's just I don't understand
I'm
why
Can I
y'all
not.
play
respond real
I'm
quick?
crazy.
not.
Can
Go
Listen, I don't
ahead.
call you names. I'm not
Right.
degrading
Let's
when I
not do
talk
the
to
name
you.
calling stuff.
can I
But real
respond to
quick, before
Mando?
Go ahead.
I had
Helicopter.
wanted to point out something
And
real
then
quick.
after you, Revenue.
All right, just real quick. Man down literally just exercised his white privilege in his statement, right? And I'm gonna show you the example that he gives. 90% of white people that you run into when they talk about stats, the first thing they're gonna go to is per capita. What he did was he said he used total stats to argue his argument, and he was like, yeah, y'all might be doing better with per capita, but for my argument, I'm gonna use per capita. That in and of itself was white privilege where you can switch back and forth to make an argument to support your point.
Because
Me
PDF,
being
but P,
transparent
yeah, I know,
about
but
both things that
You're
right,
would so
not.
but
we that would hold on and I'll land. That wouldn't make us privileged though. If we're getting knocked off by police, is that a privilege that we have? Is what I'm saying to
The
you?
privilege was you going back and forth between per capita and total numbers. When we use total numbers, y'all say we're bullshitting, but when y'all get to use total numbers, we got to roll with it.
There's no y'all. I
Okay.
was just
Well,
covering
there
what
was
you
no.
would have
No, he
you
was
would have
simply giving you
retorted. Hold
numbers.
on, lady. Hold on. You have
Oh,
to know how to shut it.
okay.
I'm speaking. Hold on a second. I'll land, please. This is a
Red
problem that
pill.
this is a problem that women have. Yes, all I'm saying, sir, is that the only reason I mention the per capita is because you're going to mention it if I don't. So I just want to get that out of the way. That's it.
No. I play with more and most. I don't play with per capita. So more white people commit crimes than more black people. Most crimes committed in America are done by YT people. You see, that's the game. I don't play per capita because that's a financial term. It's talking about dollars and cents. We talking about people. There's an actual specific whole number per person, and that's what I go by. I don't play the per capita game. So
And you're what?
don't put
Okay,
that on
so
me.
what percentage are your people of the United States?
I don't know,
Approximately.
bro. Most of us don't take a census,
Okay,
so
so
the
I'm
number's
gonna
made
tell
up.
you.
13%.
I'm gonna tell you something that's not per capita, and then I'll land. You're about 13% of the population. Do
We're
you know
not
that your
13.
hold on? Do you know that your women commit almost 60% of the unalivements of pregnancies? No, that's
That's
not per
crazy.
capita.
That's
Remember
a
I told
daggone
you,
lie.
hold
You
on,
know it, sir.
helicopter. Remember I
Not a lie.
told you, hold on. So how many are those? You saying are women? I'm trying to, okay, you saying are women. Are you disaggregating those numbers? Are you talking about black Americans
I'll pull it up.
black Jamaicans, black Africans, black people from other countries? You know, we're black Americans are not the only people that have schmortions. Okay, so when you what are you doing? Are you
Oh,
separating those
now who's
numbers?
separating things?
Well,
Are
can
We
I
is
been
say,
yours per
separating
capita?
them.
host, can I
Per
say this?
BLK capita? Is that what we're doing?
Wait, hold
No,
on.
Okay,
use
Wait,
okay.
No, it's
so
more
not
and
ethnicity.
most.
wait, hold on, because
Hold
it's
on, y'all, because we have to understand white people disaggregate by ethnicity too. Yeah, y'all can do that legally, but a lot of y'all choose not to because a lot of y'all are ashamed to be known as immigrants.
The only thing I
Great.
wanted
That
to
was a
say is
great
hold
pivot.
on, man, down.
That's a
Because the only
real
thing I want to
number.
say when people bring up the argument of AB, we have to consider where the source is coming from and what are the actual statistics being cited. The statistics he is citing is coming from public records of
But wait a minute.
hospitals.
Let's talk about animal grape and PDFs.
Wait, I
Let's
just
talk
want to
about
say,
that.
Should we talk
How?
about yours?
wait, hold
Sure.
on, man, down,
Sure,
hold
I
on,
Our
could
because I'm
talk
not,
numbers
about
on
mine.
man
animal
down, hold
Why are
on,
grape
we
because I'm
We don't
skipping
explaining
have
on
your
that in the
yours?
black
argument. And
community.
I'm gonna prove a source that says that I'm right because when people bring up the whole AB argument of black women having more ABs, that's not even true because the vast majority of data that's available to us are public record from hospitals. What isn't accounted for are private doctors and private physicians who do not report the ABs from white T people. And if it's the case that black women are committing so many ABs, why is your population on decline in America? Why can't you guys reproduce? Why is the Black American community and Hispanic community growing year by year, yet your people are decreasing in number, which is why you guys have turned to an alt-right Republican pipeline because you guys are shrinking because your women are going to private doctors having ABs while Black American and
Morning
Latinos
after
are
pills,
growing.
do we consider that? Because when I
Two things,
DoorDash, I take
if I
about
get to
10 a week.
respond.
Okay, let me just say this. I DoorDash sometimes for extra money throughout the week. And I deliver at least 10, what you call them, morning after pills, at least 10 to the suburbs. And I don't think, I never seen nobody black in them houses or in that neighborhood. But I do deliver at least 10 a week, chatting the whole world. So y'all should know that's what they doing. They using those day after pills or whatever, morning after pills, the ones you can buy over the counter,
That's
instead
why
of
they the main ones fighting for it.
extortions.
Yeah, that's why they
A,
the
I
main
want to
ones
talk
fighting
a
about.
for it.
couple things. If we're going with his reasoning that some of the numbers are skewed, then there'd be a lot more actually. So it's conservative right now. But I'm not for it, regardless if it's YT people or not. I just wanted to bring up something
But you
that
keep
wasn't.
talking
Hold
about
on.
black. It's like the
Hold
fourth
on.
time you
I didn't
said
want to
that.
bring it. I wanted to bring it up because the gentleman down there wanted to say don't speak about per capita. So I just gave him a stat that was not per capita. That's it.
Give me a stat on what's going on in Russia and Ukraine right now. How many is it right now? 2 million YT people unallowed so far, and you want to bring up our AB our AB issues? Are you serious, bro?
Bro, Ukraine a straw
Because
man.
those
How you
issues
talk
are our
about
country's
Russia
issues.
and Ukraine? That's a straw man. I just wanted to
Hey, YT,
respond.
yes or no, sir?
That don't matter. He could talk about Africa next.
Are they
What
YT? Yes or
then you
no?
gonna do?
Wait, because I want to stick on the AB thing
Keep
because
pivoting because they
wait,
don't want
man
to talk
down,
about it.
man
It's
down. If it's
disgusting behavior.
man down, if it's the case that
Discuss the
if
behavior.
it's the
You
case,
change
hold
the
on,
Okay, we
answer
subject
the
to
don't want to get
question.
ABs.
it. Hold
I'm gonna
on,
change
let's
the
bring it
subject too.
back. Hold on, let's just bring it back because I feel like it's getting a little heated and we want to have this conversation. So let's not do group. Let's not classify whole groups as doing. Let's try to just because I see it's
All of a
getting
sudden,
tense.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
not all of a sudden because I got a lot that I want to say, but I'm trying to be respectful. I hope other people can be respectful too. Because
Oh,
this is
love,
our
can I say
first
two things?
conversation. Yeah, this is our first conversation, and I hope to have more. So we kind of want to leave on, a tense moment, but I'll come back and have another
Yeah, cause
discussion moment.